Hey guys, we are back with some more Vegas Golden Knights Eastside Hockey Manager. And as you can see, we got some trades going on here. And yes, indeed, we are looking to trade David Perron as he is an extra forward here. Well, not extra. You know, he would obviously be in our top six, but we are looking to trade him. He's 30 years old. I believe we just signed him to a new contract, but we do need desperately is some defensemen. We have Shea Theodore, Colin Miller, John Merrill, and Nate Schmidt. But then after that is Hogg and Brandstrom, who are nowhere near ready for the NHL, it doesn't appear. So we do need to get some defensemen to fill those holes. We're also going to be trading Oscar Lindberg, hopefully for, once again, a defenseman, as we do have 12 forwards dressed, I believe. Or no. We actually have a couple extra forwards here, as 20 players are dressed and only 4 defensemen are dressed. So we actually have 2 extra forwards other than Perron and Lindberg. So we'll go through Lindberg's trades first, a fourth and a third from the Stars. The Kings would be willing to give up Chaz Redekop. I'm going to decline that right away, but I will, I guess, counter offer. And the Canadians would give up a fourth and Noah Juleson. Juleson's a 2-star potential. No. Okay, so we'll counter offer here for Lindberg because I don't really like any of those trades besides maybe the draft picks. Now, Ville Polka, I don't know if we'd be able to get Polka for for Lindberg. Probably not. Yeah, no. Yeah. Okay. So let's try someone else here. Maybe Victor Meat. Not a great report card. Well, David Conti has him as a great report card. Great shot. Not too terrible of a simulator. Let's see if we can get him. Probably not. Once again, yeah, no. They're not even really interested in Lindberg too much anyway. All right, you know what? For Lindberg, we'll just get the picks. I'm fine with that. Decline that. I'll decline this as well. Now, Perron, as you can see, the Boston Bruins are offering Torrey Krug. Now, he didn't have the greatest year last year, only 15 points. Now, I don't know if that's because just the way Boston plays in this game, or if it's just the way that Krug simulates, but it seems like with his offensive stats that he should be getting a lot more points. So we're going to try to help him out there if we can trade for him. The Hurricanes are offering a first and a third, and the Wild are offering Jonas Brodin. Now, Brodin is appears to be more of a defensive defenseman according to the game here. And even his report card is saying D+ for defense, which I don't understand, as he appears to be a pretty good defenseman in this game as well. 86 positioning. I'm really thinking Torrey Krug here. And Zach Hyman is also an option, but we're not looking for forwards. We are looking for defensemen. I'm kind of torn between the picks and Torrey Krug, because Torrey Krug is only 27, and he's a 4-star player at the moment, and you still got at least, 5 or 6 years out of him before he starts declining. So at that point, he will be a part of our future for sure. It's just, do I want a first-round pick instead? Where did the Hurricanes end up last year? Their lowest position last year was 5th in the Eastern Conference. So, they had 46 wins last year. So they might be a contender. You know, I think I want to trade for Torrey Krug here. Yeah, I mean, he's solid defensively as well. Got greens there, 72, 75 for poke check. Not much of a checker, but he's still got that 66 for checking. Definitely not a hitter, but everything else looks kind of good. Okay, or if not okay, then great. You know, his passing 96, stick handling 92. Definitely an offensive defenseman. So I think I'm gonna respond to that offer. I will respond to this as well, and I will decline this one from Minnesota. And one other thing I wanted to do. Because we do have some pretty bad coaches here. This guy would be better off as a scout, to be honest, and he's not even really that good of a scout. So I think I'm going to terminate this guy, Ryan Craig. as an assistant coach. I will also be terminating, not him, I will be terminating, I thought I was going to terminate Mike Kelly, but I want to wait and see what happens, because there are a couple of coaches that I have my eye on, and one of them is Clint Malarchuk. If we go to non-players here, he's currently employed with the Orangeville Junior Flyers. He's 57 years of age, but he is a goaltending coach. He is a conditioning coach with that 78 for level of discipline and 89 for motivating. He also appears to be a decent scout there, 75 and 74 for ability and potential, but he is also a tactical coach. So that's very important. He is appears to be a very versatile coach. So that's why I have my eye on him here, and we are going to sign him as an assistant coach, and he expects $101,000 per year. We're going to give him $130,000 per year just to make sure that he joins us here. Now, the other coach that I had my eye on was Greg Sherman, as he appears to be mostly a scout, but he actually is a owner, as you see the businessman description here. But what he is very good at is man management and working with youngsters. He's also pretty good at motivating, awful level of discipline though, but I don't think we're going to be getting him for conditioning, as we already have, or we're trying to go for Clint Malarchuk for that, and Malarchuk has better conditioning stats than Sherman does. But he's also a good defensive coach, so hopefully we can get him here. Assistant coach, yeah, all right, sweet. I mean, I would imagine as a businessman, he does want some more money, so we'll give him that, $160,000 per year. So we'll see what happens with that. He's 47 years of age, I believe, as well, I saw. So we'll have him for quite a bit if he's a good defensive coach, and if not, we could just terminate him. But that'll about do it for that. Cody Glass, I don't think he's good enough to play in the NHL just yet. Only 2-star potential. I don't know why that is, but it does not look like he had a 6.28 in Portland last year, so I think we can't even send him to the AHL right now, probably because it's in the summer, so we'll wait for that. But Nick Suzuki as well. He's a 4-star, but he's just not there yet. And, of course, we cannot send him down to the AHL just yet, so that is why they are on the roster. And same thing for Nick Hague. He is just not... I mean, the game says he's a 4-star currently, but I don't agree with that. He's got some really... he's got to work on some of his stats here. Poke check, positioning, especially as a defensive defenseman. Or, well, I mean, I guess it has him listed as an offensive defenseman, but he has the hitting and the checking categories already down. So that's why, I think he's more of a defensive defenseman, and he's just not there yet. Eric Brandstrom, it says he's a 3-star, which means he's technically a top 6 pairing, but I just don't agree with it. I don't agree with it because he's got all these oranges down here, a lot of reds up here. I mean, face-offs obviously is not important for a defenseman. Neither is deking too much. Deflections not really either. But checking, hitting, poke check, positioning, basically all the offensive stats besides off the puck and passing are really not that great. So I think another year in the minors there for Eric Brandstrom, and then our goaltending situation is just fine. So we will simulate ahead here, see what happens with those coach signings and the trades that we have made for David Perron, or rather to get David Perron out of here, as well as Oscar Lindberg. So we'll see what happens here. And hopefully nothing happens too much to our salary cap. Hopefully we don't go too below. And let's see, Dale Talon has retired. And the Penguins have appointed Brett Sutter as the general manager for their club. And let's see what happens here. And appears we have a few trades taking place. The trade for Oscar Lindberg, we will confirm that. And then the Bruins and the Hurricanes have accepted our trade for David Perron. So now it's a matter of which one do we want. Honestly, I haven't made up my mind. So let's just take one more look at Perron. He played very well for us last year. 717 average rating. Only 42 points, though, for a top 6 player. Torrey Krug now, only 15 points last year. But again, that could be attributed to the way that the Bruins play in this game. In terms of their playing style. So, and I feel like Torrey Krug could get a lot more points than he got last year. Now, he's 27. He will be 27 until the end of next year. His birthday is April 12th. So, yes, I think this guy will be part of our future. And the first round pick and the third round pick would be really nice. But as you saw earlier, the Hurricanes did not drop below 5th place last year. And they looked like they were a contender. They had like 45 or something wins, 46 maybe. So we will be trading for Torrey Krug here. We do need defense. That's a good trade. Watch, I'm going to get ripped by the boards or something. Let's see. Processing, and no, I was not ripped by the board, so that's always good news. And we still have 20 players dressed, so we're going to get Torrey Krug dressed in there, and we're going to set his status as a key player. And so we now have 5 defensemen, so that's an improvement. Torrey Krug is the oldest defenseman on our team, 27 years of age. And let's see. We're up to 21 players dressed, so that means we're going to have to scratch one of these forwards here. Maybe Leipzig, 20 points last year. William Karlsson, definitely not scratching him. Haula, I think, had a good year as well. Not so much. Maybe I was getting that confused with his actual real-life year this year. He had almost 30 goals, right? And then Marchessault, definitely keeping him in. Shipachev, 51 points. We need to keep him in there. I mean, I know he's 31 years of age, but, you know, he's a good player to keep in there to transition for guys like Veleno and then William Karlsson. I mean, I know Karlsson is already 25, but it didn't look like he did too well there in his role last year, at least not defensively. He did put up the points, but I really want to season him into a first-line center, so he could probably play second-line center next year. And yeah, that'll be about it for that. I guess we'll figure out the roster when we get to the regular season. And we need a defenseman. I mean, unless we want to give either Haag or Brandstrom a chance, but it just doesn't look like they're ready. I mean, Haag's got the hitting, but he's going to be way out of position, it looks like, with that 56 positioning. So I don't know what to make of that. Maybe let's check free agency, see what we can find for defensemen. You got Alexei Emelin. All right, let's turn on a filter here. Let's go for age between, 12 and 26 for defensemen. For defensemen. There you go. All right, Martin Marincin, 26 years of age, 3-star potential, 49 games for the Toronto Maple Leafs last year, 684. You know, considering we're still technically a rebuilding team, that might not be a bad idea. Yeah, it looks like he's the best player available here for defensemen in free agency. So we will sign him to I'm not going to sign you to 5 years, buddy. I'm signing to you a 1-year deal. We'll go 3.3 just to satisfy you. Because I know he's looking for a long-term deal, but I'm just not feeling that for Martin Marincin. So I will offer him that. And we will go ahead. And it looks like our roster is going to be filled out now. Simulate ahead, a couple of days. Maybe a few days. You never know how long it takes for those free agents to sign. Sometimes it takes like a couple days, and sometimes it could take like a week and a half for this game. So we'll just go ahead here. And the Ducks have a new general manager. And Malachuk has signed. Very nice. And we are going to have to pay Orangeville $10,000 to sign him, but that is okay with me because this is a long-term investment for the Vegas Golden Knights. And is worth more than $10,000. So that is done. Malachuk moves to Golden Knights. Very nicely done. And hopefully we could get that other assistant coach on board. Yes, Greg Sherman has accepted. Mike Ribeiro retires and is inducted into the Hall of Fame. The Stars have signed Tyler Bozak. The Avalanche have signed Thomas Hickey. The Stars have signed Rick Nash as well. Looks like the Stars are going for it this year. Flyers offer for Boone Jenner. And Marincin accepts Golden Knights' offer. Very nice. And the Panthers appoint Brian Lawton as the general manager. Good. Now maybe he can stop taking my USA job. I can finally get it. And Marincin moves to Golden Knights. Okay, so let us go into our roster once more and dress Martin Marincin. And let's check the numbers out really quick. Marincin, number 52, we will give him that. Tom Wilson is 43. We will give him that as well. Oscar Dansk, 35. We will give him that. Hudson Fasching is 52. Ooh, we just assigned 52 to Martin Marincin there. You know what? Hudson Fasching is going to be a bigger part of our future than Martin Marincin is. So there you go. And we will give Marincin 25, the reverse. And Tyler Kelleher, he does not have a preference for numbers. So let's see, what's a number he would wear? He's 5'6", so maybe 56. He was born in 95, so maybe 95. Yeah, we'll give him 95. And is there any duplicated numbers here? 87, 89, 81. Doesn't look like it. Yep, we look all set to go. And Suzuki and Brandstrom are probably not going to be playing this year, so we do not need to sign them a number. And we look to be all set. But do I want to fire that Mike Kelly guy? Do we have any better forward coaches? Malarchuk, no. No. And Sherman, no. Okay, so I will keep Kelly for right now because he is the best forward coach that we have. And we'll go into practice here. That all looks good. Now, the practice coach stuff. So, Malarchuk is a good goaltending coach, but Pryor is just slightly better by 1. But Malarchuk will be the conditioning coach. He will also be the tactical coach. Unless Gallant's better. Nope. Kelly, nope, he is not a tactical coach either. Now there's this guy, and McGill, no, he is not either. So that is a great signing, I believe, of Clint Malarchuk. But he will not be coaching forwards or defensemen, so I'll take off this, and this. Now, who's going to be the main goaltending coach? I mean, I guess both of these guys can, because they both have really good goaltending coaching stats, so I'll just leave that as is. Now, I guess these 4 will just be... Okay, this guy will definitely be for the defensive coach. I'll take off offensive skill and shooting. I'll leave skating ticked. And Ryan McGill, yeah, he can be like an all-around sort of thing. He's slightly better at coaching forwards. So yeah, we'll leave that checked. Mike Kelly will uncheck defense for sure. He's got a 5 for coaching defensemen, so that's definitely not good. Yeah, that appears to be it. And we will finally go ahead to the regular season. See you guys in 1 second. All right, so this is unfortunate. Our head scout, David Conti, has retired. So we're going to have to search for a new head scout here. Just as you thought we were getting to the regular season. Nope. All right, so let's see. It has Greg Malone as our head scout. Yeah, you know what? I agree with that. As long as he doesn't retire, I agree with that. 99 player ability, potential, judgment, and 96. Or, no. That was 99 for ability and 96 for potential. All right, so that's, yeah, he's a good scout there. He would actually be a pretty good coach as well, at least for motivating man management, youngsters, adaptability and determination, but not the rest. So he's definitely a scout. Yeah, so that's looking good. So let's get to the regular season of year number 2. So we're going to assign some more scouts here, and we're going to assign this guy, Yvonne Gendron from Rimouski. He's got a 92 and a 91 for his scouting stats. So nope, not create. Nope, we are going to approach the sign. We're going to get him for 3 years because our scouting staff is pretty depleted. Yeah, all right, let's get Mark Yanedi. Tim Keon, he's 32 years of age, so he can have it for a long time. David Marco, he has no interest in negotiating. All right. Hold on. What's 87, 81? Probably find someone better. 90, 84. He's in his 60s. All right. We do get Yvonne Gendron from Rimouski for 50,000. We also get Yannetti. We also get Roberts. Very nice. And we also get Wayne Smith. Very nice. All right. That should be it for scouts. Let's finally get to the regular season. All right, so we are in the preseason now. I've already scheduled our preseason schedule. the Kings, the Ducks, the Sharks, Canucks, Flames, Oilers, and Coyotes. So that's looking good. And now what we will do is we will invite some of our rookies to training camp. Now, unfortunately, we can't invite the guys who are at universities. So Clarkson, I believe that's a university. Yep. Patera, we can invite him. We can invite this guy. Invite this guy. Romberg. Sure. Lazaro, Maine, I believe that's that's a college. Zukov, Green Bay. Invite you. Todd Corsi, North York, sure. Alvanus, Cruikshank, New Hampshire, that's a college. Nico Gross, we will invite you. Connor Novak, Boston College, and Jetwu Moose Jaw, we will invite you as well. All right, so that's it for that. So we will decide what to do with the 2 extra fours that we have in the next episode. And until then, we'll leave it off right here. So this is what the coach is saying, and let me know what we should do, and I'll see you guys in the next one.